Hello everyone, this is me Monali and I welcome each one of you in this video lesson with a very big heart. Children, in continuation of the previous video, here again we are going to take up an important topic from the chapter tissues. In this video lesson, we are going to be concentrating on the topic complex permanent tissues. Plants have two types of complex permanent tissues, which are also called as conducting tissues. These are xylem and phloem. Children, like any other living organisms, plants also have the requirements of food and water to survive. But unlike humans and animals, plants lack a proper circulatory system to provide these materials to its various parts. What is it that makes them transport food and water to the entire plant body? Of course, conducting tissues. They have specialized form of tissues to carry these functions. These tissues are called as the vascular tissues or conducting tissues. Children, by now we know that for photosynthesis, plants require solar energy, carbon dioxide and water. Solar energy they get from the sun with the help of chlorophyll pigments. Carbon dioxide they absorb from the atmosphere through stomata. But what about water? How do they get water? You must have enjoyed rainfall. Plants cannot absorb rainwater falling on them due to waterproof waxy coating cutin present on the entire parts of the plant. If at all you are not comfortable with the term cutin, you can go back to watch previous video where we have already discussed this in detail. If you are comfortable, let's move ahead. Now's the time to give answer to the question. It is the water present in the soil that gets absorbed by the roots of the plant and is then supplied to all the parts of the plant. And for this, plants have a special tissues called as xylem tissues. Because roots which absorb water and minerals, they are the lowermost part of the plant, and these things have to travel a long distance to reach leaves. So xylem tissue performs this function. It provides the facility to conduct water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the leaves of the plant. Remember, flow of materials in xylem is unidirectional, that is only in upward direction. Xylem tissue is located towards the center of the stem. Now, think about another situation where leaves of trees prepare food, that is sugar. But there are certain other parts of the plant like developing buds, roots, etc., which do not make this food or sugar, but do require food to grow and survive. This gives rise to the need of a system wherein food prepared by these leaves can be transported to various parts of the plant. And this purpose is served by another special tissue called as phloem tissue. Phloem tissue provides the facility to transport food or sugar which is synthesized in the leaves to the all other parts of the plants which need it. This is called as translocation of food. Remember children, flow of materials through phloem is bidirectional, that is both in upward direction as well as in downward direction. Phloem tissue is located towards the outer surface of the stem. Xylem tissue is located towards the center of the stem. Now, these xylem and phloem are made up of more than one type of cells. And by now we know that plant tissues which are made up of more than one type of cells are called as complex permanent tissues. Let's have detailed explanation of this xylem tissue. The term xylem has come from the Greek word xylon, which means wood. Xylem is made up of 4 different types of cells which are called as the elements of xylems. These are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Now out of these 4 elements, only xylem parenchyma is the living element of xylem. Tracheids and vessels are the conducting channels. Let's look at tracheids. Tracheids are elongated tube-like cells with tapering ends and are dead. The cell wall is lignified with bordered pits. They help in conduction of water and minerals. Since they do not have open ends, water has to pass from cell to cell via pits. Here you should know that tracheids are present in gymnosperms. Children, gymnosperms are non-flowering plants where seeds are not present inside the fruit. Vessels are another conducting channel which are present in angiosperms. Angiosperms stand for those plants which are able to produce flowers and the seeds are enclosed inside the fruits. Vessels are shorter and wider than tracheids and they are also dead in nature. They are very long tubular structures formed by row of cells placed end to end. Now one very interesting thing is that the partitions between the vessel elements are dissolved to form continuous channels or water pipes. They also help in conduction. Another element of xylem tissue is xylem parenchyma, which is also called as wood. Xylem parenchyma are thin-walled living cells. They store food and also help in lateral conduction of water. The 4th element of xylem tissue is xylem fibers. They are also called as wood fibers. Xylem fibers are sclerenchymatous fibers found in xylem. They are long, narrow and tapering at both ends. They are also dead and have thick, pitted, lignified cell wall. They provide only mechanical support to the plants. Now I will stop here for a question. Do you think that all this water which is absorbed by the plants with the help of this xylem gets permanently stored in plants? Of course, answer is no. Because of the sun's heat, excess of water in the plants is lost from the leaves surface in the form of water vapor. Yes, you are right. This process is called as transpiration. Now children, it is this transpiration process that creates a suction force that helps the roots to pull water from the ground and thus transport it to all the parts of the plant. This is similar to drink juice from the straw. When we suck the straw, the juice comes up. Now here is another question for you to think upon. What happens at night time? Because transpiration requires heat, which plants get only during daytime. And at night, there is hardly any transpiration. Then what is responsible for forcing water to go up through xylem during night time? You can give your answer in the comment box. Let's move further and have detailed explanation of phloem. Phloem tissues, also called as bast. And the term phloem is derived from the Greek word phlois, which means inner bark. Phloem also consists of 4 types of cells: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. Out of these 4, only phloem fibers is the dead element of phloem. Let's see one by one. Sieve tubes. Sieve tubes are present in angiosperms. They are slender tube-like structures composed of thin-walled, elongated living cells placed end to end. You can very well understand this with the help of the diagram given right side. The cytoplasm occur in the form of a thin living layer along the inner side of the cellulose wall and bears a large central vacuole. The nucleus disappears in mature sieve tubes. Sieve tubes are the living conducting channels of phloem. Although sieve tubes do not have nuclei, but remember, they still remain living. This happens because they are dependent on adjacent companion cells. Companion cells have extra number of mitochondria and ribosomes. Companion cells and sieve tube cells are called as sister cells, as they develop from the same original mother meristematic cell. In case of gymnosperms, sieve cells are present and they have sieve plates on their lateral walls. The companion cells are absent here. Let's look at the companion cells. They are thin-walled parenchyma cells which lie on the sides of sieve tubes. They contain dense and active cytoplasm and they have a large nucleus. Companion cells are supposed to help in transport of food along with the sieve tubes. Sieve tubes and companion cells actually together form a functional unit. Phloem parenchyma. It is the parenchyma present in the phloem. The cells of phloem parenchyma are thin-walled and living. They are intermingled with sieve tubes. They store food and also help in slow lateral conduction of food. Phloem fibers. They are also called as bast fibers. They are the only non-living components of phloem. They are thick-walled, elongated, spindle-shaped dead cells which possess narrow lumen. They provide mechanical strength and The bast fibers obtained from some plants such as jute, hemp, flax has commercial or economic value also. So with the help of this simplified diagram, you can very well understand the entire transport system in plant. So this is all for this lesson. In the next lesson, we will discuss some more important topics from the chapter tissue. Till then, take good care of yourself. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.